In every corner of the world, there are palaces that don't just look grand, they feel majestic, almost like stepping into history itself. Ornate halls shimmering with golden light, sprawling gardens that seem to stretch into eternity, towers and spires that touch the sky, and courtyards echoing stories of kings, queens, and centuries past, all creating a world that feels like it was crafted by dreams. Not just found anywhere, but alive here, in these palaces. And today, we've come to reveal some of the most magnificent palaces on earth. Places where history meets splendor, where intricate architecture hides timeless stories, where gardens and halls shine like jewels, and where every step feels like walking through a living fairy tale. Welcome to Dynamic Expeditions. Welcome to a brand new travel adventure. Welcome to episode 81. I'm Aditya and today, I bring you one of the most enchanting journeys across the globe. In our previous episode 80, we explored top 10 magical places in Savannah, Georgia sparkles. If you missed it, the link is in the description, make sure to check it out. And if you are new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications bell so you never miss these cinematic journeys across the world. Today, we travel deep into the heart of grandeur to witness palaces that feel like art, history, and legend woven together. Ornate halls, golden chambers, secret gardens behind majestic gates, and courtyards that look like they've been lifted from a royal storybook. If you love exploring history, witnessing timeless architecture, and experiencing the magic that only palaces can hold, then you're in the right place, because only on Dynamic Expeditions will you find journeys like these. For the best experience, watch in full screen. Let the gilded halls, the sprawling gardens, and the timeless majesty of these palaces take over your imagination. Now let's begin today's royal journey. Episode 81, Top 10 Fairy Tale Palaces Across the Globe, European Castle Sparkles. Today's 10th famous world palace is Mysore Palace, a glowing royal world within a city where golden domes, jeweled halls, and illuminated corridors create a dreamlike aura after sunset. The moment its lights turn on, the entire palace looks less like a monument and more like a living fairy tale carved in stone and gold. Standing in the heart of Mysore city, this palace is one of the most visually spectacular royal residences in India. With grand arches, stained glass ceilings, intricate carvings, and massive ceremonial halls, Mysore Palace blends elegance with power. Its Indo-Saracenic architecture combines Hindu, Mughal, Rajput, and Gothic design elements, creating a structure that feels both regal and artistic at the same time. As you walk through its gates, you'll see vast courtyards, royal darbar halls, mosaic floors, painted ceilings, and ornate pillars, each corner designed to impress visitors and dignitaries. The palace doesn't just display architecture, it displays authority, culture, and royal lifestyle. History. The original royal residence on this site dates back to the 14th century and belonged to the Wadiyar dynasty. However, the earlier wooden palace was destroyed by fire during a royal wedding ceremony in 1897. What you see today is the rebuilt and expanded version, completed in 1912 under British architect Henry Irwin. For centuries, this palace served as the seat of the Kingdom of Mysore and remains deeply connected to royal traditions and ceremonies even today. It stands not just as a building, but as a symbol of regional pride and dynastic heritage. Fun facts. Here are some fascinating facts about Mysore Palace. The palace has over 1,000 rooms, including royal chambers, galleries, courtyards, and ceremonial halls. The famous Darbar Hall features massive columns and a richly decorated ceiling used for royal gatherings. Every Sunday evening and during festivals, the palace is illuminated with nearly 100,000 lights, turning it into a glowing golden spectacle. During the Grand Dussehra festival, the palace becomes the center of royal processions, cultural performances, and historic rituals. Inside, you'll find rare paintings, royal costumes, weapons, and artifacts that showcase centuries of royal lifestyle. Travel tips. If you are planning to visit, try to arrive in the late afternoon so you can explore the interiors first and then witness the evening illumination. That transformation alone is worth the trip. Hire an official guide or use an audio guide. Many stories and symbolic details are easy to miss without explanation. Photography may be restricted inside some sections, so check rules at entry. Wear comfortable footwear. The complex is large and involves a fair bit of walking. Try to pair your visit with the local markets nearby for handicrafts and silk products. Best time to visit. The best time to visit is October to March, when the weather is pleasant and ideal for walking tours. If you want the most magical experience, plan your trip around the Dussehra festival season, when the palace is at its most vibrant, ceremonial, and brilliantly illuminated. Mysore Palace isn't just a royal residence, it's a glowing celebration of heritage, artistry, and living history, and that's why it earns the 10th place on our list of the world's most magnificent palaces. Crown sparkles. Today's 9th famous world palace is Neuschwanstein Castle, a real-life fairy tale fortress perched high above the forests and valleys of the Bavarian Alps, where mist floats around the towers and every angle looks like a fantasy painting brought to life. When clouds drift past its spires and sunlight hits its white walls, the castle looks less like a historic structure and more like a dream rising from the mountains. Standing dramatically on a rugged hilltop in southern Germany, this castle is one of the most visually magical royal residences in the world. With soaring towers, arched windows, cliffside walls, and alpine backdrops, Neuschwanstein blends romantic imagination with royal scale. Its design draws from medieval legends and operatic themes, creating a palace that feels theatrical, poetic, and larger than reality. As you approach through forested paths and mountain viewpoints, you'll see deep valleys, scenic bridges, panoramic lookouts, and layered castle walls, each perspective more cinematic than the last. Inside, the halls are decorated with mythological murals, symbolic artwork, and grand chambers inspired by heroic legends. The castle doesn't just show architecture, it shows imagination turned into stone. History. Construction began in 1869 under the vision of King Ludwig II of Bavaria, who wanted a private fantasy retreat inspired by medieval Romans and legendary heroes. Unlike traditional defensive castles, this palace was built as an artistic and emotional project rather than a military one. Many sections were still under construction when the king died, and he lived here only briefly. Because of that, several planned rooms were never completed. Soon after his death, the castle was opened to visitors, and it quickly became one of Europe's most admired landmarks. Fun facts. Here are some fascinating facts about Neuschwanstein Castle. The castle inspired the Sleeping Beauty castle design used by the Walt Disney Company theme parks. Even though it looks medieval, it included modern technology for its time, including indoor plumbing and central heating. Over 3 million visitors come here every year, making it one of the most visited castles in Europe. Several interior rooms remain unfinished, making the castle partially incomplete even today. It is considered one of the most photographed castles on earth. Travel tips. Book tickets online in advance. Same-day entry is often sold out, and visits are only allowed through guided tours. Walk or take the shuttle partway up, but be prepared for some uphill walking. For the most iconic view, go to Marienbrück Bridge. This is the classic postcard angle of the castle above the valley. Visit early morning or late afternoon for softer light and fewer crowds. Check weather conditions. Fog can add magic, but heavy mist can hide views. Best time to visit. The best time to visit is May to September, when the alpine scenery is green, trails are open, and visibility is clearer. Autumn adds beautiful forest colors, while winter offers a snow-covered fairy tale look, though some viewpoints may close depending on conditions. Neuschwanstein Castle isn't just a palace, it's a mountaintop fantasy shaped by imagination, legend, and royal dreams, and that's why it holds the 9th place on our list of the world's most magnificent palaces. European castle sparkles. Today's 8th famous world palace is the Palace of Versailles, a breathtaking kingdom of gold, mirrors, and perfectly sculpted gardens where royal power once shaped the destiny of a nation. From the moment you approach its grand gates, everything feels larger than life, more like a staged dream than a historical residence. Built as the ultimate symbol of royal authority and luxury, this palace is one of the most extravagant architectural achievements in Europe. Endless corridors, gilded halls, painted ceilings, and crystal chandeliers create a visual spectacle at every step. The legendary Hall of Mirrors reflects light across hundreds of surfaces, turning a simple walk into a cinematic experience of royalty and grandeur. Originally transformed from a hunting lodge into a monumental palace in the 17th century under King Louis XIV, Versailles became the political and cultural heart of France. For more than a century, it functioned as the seat of royal government until the French Revolution reshaped the country's future in 1789. The palace complex is not just a building, it is an entire royal landscape. The gardens stretch for miles with geometric precision, featuring fountains, sculptures, hidden groves, and ceremonial pathways designed to impress visiting dignitaries and ambassadors. What makes Versailles truly fascinating is its scale and symbolism. The Hall of Mirrors contains 357 mirrors positioned to multiply candlelight into a glowing spectacle. The gardens host hundreds of fountains engineered with remarkable hydraulic systems for their time. Even today, musical fountain shows recreate the royal era atmosphere. If you plan to visit, arrive early in the morning to experience the interiors before peak crowds. Reserve tickets in advance and use an audio guide to understand the political stories and symbolism behind each hall. Set aside extra time for the gardens. They are not an add-on, they are half the experience. The best time to visit is from April to June and again in September, when the gardens are in full bloom and the weather is ideal for long walking tours. Versailles isn't just a palace, it is a statement of power, art, and ambition carved into architecture, and that's why it stands at number 8 on our list of the world's most magnificent palaces. Crown sparkles. Today's 7th famous world palace is Topkapi Palace, a royal citadel of secrets, power, and luxury where Ottoman sultans once ruled an empire spanning 3 continents. Perched above the Bosphorus with commanding views of the water, domes, and courtyards unfolding one after another, this palace feels less like a building and more like a hidden royal city layered with intrigue, ceremony, and guarded chambers. Standing in historic Istanbul, Topkapi Palace is one of the most important imperial complexes in world history. Unlike single-structure palaces, this is a vast network of courtyards, audience halls, treasury rooms, libraries, kitchens, gardens, and the legendary harem quarters, each section separated by ceremonial gates and guarded thresholds. The design blends Ottoman, Persian, and Islamic architectural elements. With tiled walls, carved doors, calligraphic panels, and domed pavilions that create a deeply atmospheric royal environment. As you move through the first courtyards, the space feels open and ceremonial, but deeper inside, the palace becomes more private and intricate. Narrow passages lead to decorated chambers, jeweled artifacts, weapon collections, and sacred relic rooms. Windows frame views of the Bosphorus and Golden Horn, constantly reminding visitors that this palace was both a home and a command center of a global empire. The imperial council chambers, treasury vaults, and throne rooms reflect controlled grandeur, elegance designed to display authority without excess noise. The famous harem section, filled with tiled corridors and guarded apartments, reveals the hidden domestic world of the royal household. Layered with protocol, hierarchy, and silent politics. History. Construction of Topkapi Palace began in 1465, shortly after the Ottoman conquest of Constantinople. Commissioned by Sultan Mehmed II, it became the primary residence and administrative headquarters of Ottoman sultans for nearly 400 years. From this palace, major military campaigns were planned, imperial laws were issued, diplomatic meetings were held, and succession decisions were made. It functioned as the political heart of the Ottoman Empire until the 19th century, when the royal court later shifted to newer waterfront palaces. Over centuries, each sultan added new pavilions, courtyards, and chambers, which is why the palace today feels layered and evolving rather than uniform. It reflects generations of rulers shaping the complex according to their needs and tastes. After the fall of the Ottoman monarchy in the early 20th century, the palace was transformed into a museum, preserving imperial collections and opening the once guarded royal world to the public. Fun facts. Here are some fascinating facts about Topkapi Palace. The palace complex once housed nearly 4,000 residents including royalty, guards, scholars, artisans, and servants. The harem section alone contains more than 400 rooms, hidden corridors, baths, and private courtyards. The imperial treasury displays 12 encrusted swords, emerald daggers, golden thrones, and oversized diamonds collected across centuries. The Sacred Relics Chamber preserves revered Islamic artifacts, including items believed to be associated with Prophet Muhammad, making it spiritually significant in addition to historically important. The palace kitchens were once capable of cooking for thousands daily, and are now exhibition halls for royal porcelain collections from China and Japan. Because of its layered courtyards and controlled gates, the palace was designed as a secure administrative fortress as much as a residence. Travel tips. Plan at least 3 to 4 hours for your visit. This is not a quick stop palace. The complex is large and divided into multiple sections that require time to appreciate. Always take a guided tour or audio guide. Without context, many chambers may appear decorative, but their political and ceremonial importance is easy to miss. Buy combination tickets if available, especially for harem access. It is one of the most architecturally detailed and historically revealing parts of the palace. Arrive early in the day to avoid heavy crowd flow, especially in treasury and relic rooms where queues can build. Wear comfortable footwear. Pathways include stone courtyards and extended walking routes. Carry water and pace your exploration courtyard by courtyard rather than rushing. The palace reveals itself gradually. Best time to visit. The best time to visit is April to June and September to October, when the weather is mild and ideal for walking through open courtyards and terrace viewpoints. These months offer clearer skies, comfortable temperatures, and better visibility of Bosphorus views. Morning hours are the most peaceful and photogenic, with softer light and fewer crowds inside major halls. Topkapi Palace is not just a royal residence. It is a command center of empire, a guarded world of ceremony, and a layered archive of Ottoman power and private life. And that is why it earns the 7th place on our list of the world's most magnificent palaces. Crown sparkles. Today's 6th famous world palace is Pena Palace, a rainbow-colored dream rising above the misty hills, where fantasy architecture meets royal imagination. From a distance, it looks less like a palace, and more like a storybook castle painted across the sky. Perched high in the Sintra Mountains, this palace instantly stands out with its bold yellows, deep reds, royal blues, and decorative towers. Clouds often drift around its terraces, creating a floating in the sky illusion. The moment you see it from afar, you understand why many travelers call it one of the most magical palaces in the world. This is not a palace built for war or defense, it was built for beauty, symbolism, and artistic expression. A romanticist masterpiece where every wall, arch, dome, and doorway feels theatrical and imaginative. Architecturally, Pena Palace is a stunning blend of styles: Gothic arches, Renaissance symmetry, Moorish domes, and Manuline maritime motifs, all combined into one colorful royal complex. Instead of following one strict design language, it celebrates creativity. That's what makes it visually unforgettable. As you enter through its gates, you walk across stone bridges, sculpted portals, and decorative courtyards. Balconies open toward endless forested valleys. Towers rise in playful shapes. Carvings include mythological creatures, sea symbols, and royal emblems. It feels like architecture designed by a dreamer king. Which, in many ways, it was. Inside, the palace continues its theatrical charm. Rooms are richly decorated with painted ceilings, carved woodwork, patterned tiles, and royal furnishings. Some chambers show strong Arabic and Moorish artistic influence, with geometric tile work and curved arches. Others feel purely European, royal, formal, elegant, and ceremonial. Every room tells a slightly different artistic story. History. The palace stands on the ruins of an old medieval monastery that once occupied this hilltop. In the 19th century, Portuguese royalty decided to transform the site into a grand summer residence. The project was led by Ferdinand II of Portugal, a ruler known for his artistic taste and love for culture. Construction began in the 1840 as turning monastic remains into a romanticist palace complex. Rather than erase the past, designers incorporated parts of the old monastery into the new structure. This layering of history adds depth to the palace, sacred past beneath colorful royalty. Over time, it became a favored retreat for the royal family, used more for inspiration and escape than administration. Today, it stands as one of Portugal's most visited and photographed landmarks, a symbol of romantic architecture at its most expressive. Fun facts. Pena Palace is often ranked among Europe's most visually unique castles because of its bold color palette. Something rare in royal architecture. Many decorative symbols across the palace represent Portugal's age of discoveries, including maritime ropes, shells, and navigational motifs carved into stone. The surrounding park is not just landscaping, it's a designed forest garden with hidden paths, exotic trees, lakes, and viewpoints spread across hundreds of acres. Because of its elevation, weather can change quickly here. Sunshine, fog, and clouds can cycle within minutes, constantly changing the palace's mood and appearance. Several terraces are positioned specifically for panoramic viewing, meaning the palace was designed as much for looking outward as for being looked at. Travel tips. Arrive early in the morning if possible. The hilltop location gets crowded by midday, and early hours give you clearer views and cleaner photography angles. Book tickets online in advance. Entry slots can fill quickly during tourist seasons. Wear comfortable walking shoes. Reaching the palace involves uphill paths and uneven stone walkways. Combine your visit with nearby Sintra attractions for a full-day Royal Hill experience. The region is packed with castles, viewpoints, and forest trails. Foggy days are not a disappointment here. They often create the most magical cinematic visuals around the palace towers. Best time to visit. The best time to visit is spring and early autumn, when temperatures are mild and the surrounding hills are lush and green. These seasons offer clearer views with fewer crowds compared to peak summer months. Morning visits provide the most atmospheric lighting, especially when low clouds drift across the terraces and towers. Pena Palace is not just a royal residence, it is architectural imagination turned into reality. A palace where color, creativity, and elevation combine to create pure visual magic. And that's why it holds the 6th place on our list of the world's most magnificent palaces. Crown sparkles. Today's 5th famous world palace is Buckingham Palace, a globally recognized royal residence where ceremony, tradition, and modern monarchy meet behind grand gates and timeless stone walls. More than just a palace, it stands as a living symbol of royal continuity and national identity. Located in the heart of London, this palace is one of the most famous official royal residences in the world. With its long neoclassical facade, grand balconies, ceremonial forecourt, and guarded gates, it represents centuries of monarchy in a modern capital city. When you see it in person, the scale feels monumental, formal, balanced, and unmistakably regal. From the outside, the palace presents elegant symmetry, tall columns, sculpted stonework, and the iconic central balcony where historic royal appearances take place. The vast open forecourt in front becomes the stage for some of the most photographed royal ceremonies on earth. As visitors gather near the gates, the atmosphere feels ceremonial even on ordinary days. Guards in traditional uniforms stand watch, bands perform during official events, and processions occasionally pass through the royal entrance. It is not just architecture, it is ritual in motion. Inside, during limited public openings, the palace reveals richly decorated state rooms, ceremonial halls, chandeliers, gilded ceilings, historic paintings, and royal furnishings. These interiors are designed not merely for living, but for hosting heads of state, royal receptions, and national celebrations. History. The original structure began as a large townhouse built in the early 18th century for a British duke. Over time, it was acquired by the monarchy and gradually expanded into a palace complex. In the 19th century, it officially became the primary royal residence when the British monarch moved here permanently. Since then, it has served as the administrative headquarters and ceremonial center of the monarchy. Across generations, additions and renovations shaped the palace into its present form, expanding wings, ceremonial rooms, and the grand front facade recognized around the world today. It has witnessed state visits, wartime moments, royal celebrations, and historic announcements, making it deeply tied to national history. Fun facts. Buckingham Palace contains hundreds of rooms, including state rooms, royal offices, guest suites, and ceremonial halls, functioning almost like a small royal city. The famous balcony appearances after major royal events happen only a few times each year, making them globally watched moments. The changing of the guard ceremony is one of the most recognized royal rituals, drawing crowds daily during peak season. The palace has its own post office, medical facilities, and staff offices operating like a fully functional institutional residence. The royal standard flag flown above the palace indicates whether the monarch is currently in residence. Travel tips. Time your visit around the changing of the guard ceremony, but arrive early for a good viewing position near the gates. Check the official schedule before visiting. Ceremony days and times can change due to weather or state events. During summer opening season, book state room tickets in advance. Entry slots are limited and often sell out. Stand slightly off center rather than directly at the main gate for better photography angles without heavy crowd blocking. Combine your visit with a walk through the nearby royal parks for a more relaxed and scenic experience after the palace stop. Best time to visit. The best time to visit is July through September, when selected state rooms are open to the public and the weather is generally mild. Morning visits usually offer lighter crowds and softer photography light. Ceremonial activity is also more frequent during this period, increasing your chances of witnessing royal pageantry. Buckingham Palace is not just a residence, it is a working royal stage where tradition, symbolism, and national ceremony continue every day, and that's why it stands at number 5 on our list of the world's most magnificent palaces. Crown United Kingdom sparkles. Today's fourth famous world palace is Scotland Palace, an imperial masterpiece where golden halls, grand gardens, and Baroque elegance bring the Habsburg era back to life. Located in Vienna, this palace is one of Europe's most complete and visually harmonious royal complexes. With its long yellow-gold facade, perfectly aligned windows, and sweeping ceremonial courtyards, it was designed to express imperial power with refined beauty. From the very first view, the symmetry and scale create a feeling of royal order and prestige. Inside, the palace holds more than 1,000 rooms, many richly decorated with gold trim, crystal chandeliers, silk wall coverings, and painted ceilings. These chambers once hosted emperors, diplomats, and royal guests, turning daily life into formal ceremony. Each hall reflects status, etiquette, and artistic excellence. Step outside, and the experience expands into vast Baroque gardens. Lined with statues, fountains, floral patterns, and long walking avenues. Rising above the gardens is the Gloriate Hill structure, offering a panoramic view back toward the palace, one of the most iconic royal viewpoints in Europe. History. Construction began in the late 17th century, and the palace later became the primary summer residence of the Habsburg rulers. Over generations, emperors expanded and refined the complex, shaping it into a political, cultural, and ceremonial center of Imperial Austria. Today, it is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its architectural and historical importance. Fun facts. The palace grounds include one of the world's oldest continuously operating zoos originally created for royal guests. Many original royal rooms are preserved exactly as they were used by emperors and empresses. The garden layout is mathematically planned, designed to symbolize control over nature through geometry. Travel tips. Take a guided or audio tour inside. The stories behind each room greatly enhance the experience. Explore the gardens on foot afterward. Entry to most garden areas is free. Walk up to the gloriette for the best panoramic photos. Best time to visit. The best time to visit is April through October, when the gardens are in full bloom and outdoor exploration is most enjoyable. Neuschwanstein Palace is not just a residence, it is a complete imperial world of architecture, landscape, and legacy, which is why it earns the 4th place on our list of the world's most magnificent palaces. Crown Herb Sparkles. Today's 3rd famous world palace is Alhambra, a mesmerizing Moorish palace where flowing water, geometric art, and carved stone transform architecture into poetry. Rising above the city of Granada, the Alhambra is both a palace and fortress complex, celebrated as one of the finest examples of Islamic architecture in the world. Its courtyards, arches, and chambers are covered with intricate tilework, arabesque carvings, and delicate calligraphy. Every surface designed with symbolic detail and mathematical beauty. Built during the 13th and 14th centuries by the Nasrid dynasty, it served as a royal court and cultural center. The layout blends gardens, reflective pools, and shaded corridors designed to represent paradise on earth. Fun fact, water channels and fountains here were engineered as spiritual symbols of life and heaven. Travel tip: book tickets months in advance and try to visit near sunset for the most magical light. Best time to visit: March to June and September to October for ideal weather and softer crowds. The Alhambra is not just a palace, it's sacred geometry, water, and art in perfect harmony. Mosque Sparkles. Today's 2nd famous world palace is Taj Mahal, a marble dream rising beside the Yamuna River and one of the most powerful symbols of love and artistic perfection ever created. With its glowing white marble, perfect symmetry, and mirror-like garden reflections, the Taj Mahal feels less like a monument and more like a vision. Its grand dome, slender minarets, and intricate inlay work create a structure that looks different with every change of light. From soft pink at sunrise to golden at sunset. Built between 1632 and 1653 by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal, it represents devotion expressed through architecture. Every carving, gemstone inlay, and calligraphic detail was crafted by master artisans from across regions. Fun fact, the marble surface subtly changes color throughout the day depending on sunlight and atmosphere. Travel tip: visit at sunrise for the most peaceful experience and soft cinematic light, and note that it's closed on Fridays. Best time to visit: October to March, when the weather is cooler and clearer. The Taj Mahal is not just royal architecture, it is emotion carved in marble. Crown Sparkles. Today's first famous world palace is Forbidden City, a colossal imperial world of gates, halls, and courtyards where 5 centuries of Chinese dynasties ruled in ceremonial grandeur. Located in the heart of Beijing, this is the largest palace complex on earth, a perfectly ordered city within walls. Golden roofs, red pillars, vast ceremonial squares, and layered throne halls create an atmosphere of absolute imperial authority and sacred hierarchy. Built between 1406 and 1420, it served as the royal residence of 24 emperors of the Ming and Qing dynasties. Every structure follows symbolic design, colors, numbers, and alignments, all chosen to reflect cosmic balance and royal power. Fun fact, the complex contains over 9,000 rooms spread across hundreds of buildings. Travel tip: use an audio guide and wear comfortable shoes. Distances inside are huge. Best time to visit: spring and autumn for pleasant weather and lighter crowds. The Forbidden City isn't just a palace, it's an entire imperial universe in stone and gold. Crown Japanese castle sparkles. So that was the end of episode 81 of Dynamic Expeditions. If you enjoyed these magnificent and secret palaces, let us know in the comments which palace was your favorite. And the most interesting comment, I, Aditya, will pin it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications bell to join us on our next royal and hidden travel journeys. And share this video with your friends and family too, so they can explore these timeless wonders. If you have any suggestions or hidden palace ideas, drop them in the comments. The idea with the most likes will be featured in our next episode 82. Until then, keep exploring. Because we'll be back soon, episode 82 is coming. And in the next episode, we'll take you to even more breathtaking monuments around the world. We'll be back soon with new locations, new adventures, and new secrets. So stay tuned and keep watching Dynamic Expeditions. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss notifications for our upcoming royal journeys. And be a special part of the Dynamic Expeditions family. But adventure, exploration, and hidden wonders never end. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching Dynamic Expeditions every episode at 7:45 p.m.